Hello, everyone. Sorry that we started a little later than recently. I was liaising with my mother about some car issues. Basically, our car is in the shop and I have to pick it up, so I was texting my mom to figure out when. So, bit of a stressful thing. It's a big multi-$100 car bill, but we'll figure it out. So.
Look, I'm making you pink again.
Yes, you are. Blair is wearing the pinkest shirt, and when she walks in,
it's so noticeable.
It makes the entire room pink from the reflection of it. It's like a neon pink shirt, so.
Well, and I like how much it throws it.
Yep, it's beautiful.
It's like, if only it was a spookier color, then I could come in when, like, things heat up, and it's like, ooh.
The death of the moon is today.
You guys can see how pink this thing is. Oh, wow, look at your camera when I do that.
Yeah, it doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
It takes like 10 seconds to refocus.
Wow. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm going to sit in the other room and listen if that's okay.
Sounds good. We are now on October 17 of a night in the Lonesome October, and it's got a very spooky looking picture. Soon it begins. Today is the day of the new moon. The power will rise till the night of its fullness on the 31st, the combination which brings us together. And with the rising we begin our work, that which draws us apart. The days ahead will be interesting as the openers and closers reveal themselves by their actions. Last night may have represented a final act of cooperation. Jack wanted to visit a cemetery for a few final ingredients. He decided upon a distant, isolated one we had been to once before. He went on horseback, bearing a spade and bullseye lantern, and I trotted along beside. He tethered his horse amid some trees outside the graveyard, and we went in on foot. It was, of course, a very dark night, but with the aid of the lantern we quickly located an appropriately secluded plot of recent turning. Jack set to work immediately, and I went about my watching. It was a pleasantly mild evening for October, with a few bats flitting by, bright stars overhead. I heard footsteps in the distance, but they were not headed in our direction, and I saw no cause for alarm. I patrolled our small area in an almost leisurely fashion. After a time, something very large passed overhead, descending. It did not land nearby, however, nor make any movement to approach us. A bit later, something equally large passed, again descending, though in a different area than the first, and again making no overtures toward us, and I remained alert, but voiced no warning. I heard horses on the trail a little after that, sounds of dismounting, more footsteps. Later a wagon creaked to a halt, and I heard its brake being set. The sounds of a few whispered voices reached me then from various distant areas. I began to feel uncomfortable at all this activity. I patrolled farther afield, and listening closely, I began hearing the sounds of spades from many directions. "I remember you," came a faintly familiar voice. "You're a watchdog like me, with big teeth." It was the graveyard dog making his rounds. "Evening," I said. "Yes, I recall. Seems to be a lot of activity all of a sudden." "Too much," he replied. "I'm not sure I care to give the alarm. Might get mobbed. After all, everybody here is dead, so who cares? They won't complain. The older I get, the more conservative I feel. I'm just not much into heavy action these days. I do wish everybody'd fill up their holes neatly, though, afterwards. Maybe you could pass the word along." "I don't know," I said. "I don't know who all's out there. It's not like a trade union, you know, with operating rules and policies. We usually just get the work done as efficiently as possible and get the hell out." "Well, it would be nice if you cleaned up after yourselves. Less trouble for me." "I'm afraid I can only speak for the master, but he's usually quite neat in these matters. Maybe you'd better approach a few of the others yourself." "Oh, I'm inclined to let it go by," he said. "Too bad." We strolled around a bit together then. Later, a voice very like McCabe's called out from down the hill. "Damn! I need a left femur, and this one ain't got one.
Left femur, you say?
Came an ancient creaking voice from nearby, which could have been Owen's.
I've got one right here I ain't using. Have you a liver, though? That's my need.
Easily done, came the reply. Bide a moment. There, trade.
You have it. Catch!
Something flashed through the air to rattle farther down the hill, followed by scurrying sounds.
Fair enough. Here's your liver.
There came a splap from higher up, and a muttered,
Got it.
Hey, came a lady's voice then from off to the left. While you're about it, have you a skull?
Indeed I do,
said the second man.
What'll you give?
What do you need?
Finger bones.
Done. I'll tie them together with a piece of twine.
Here's your skull.
Got it. Yours will be along shortly.
Has anyone the broken vertebrae of a hanged man?
Came a deep masculine voice with a Hungarian accent from somewhere far to the right. There followed a minute's silence, then, I've got some mashed ones here. Don't know how they got that way, though.
Perhaps they'll do. Send them along, please.
Something white and rattling flashed through the starlit air.
Yes, I can work with these. What will you have for them?
They're on the house. I'm done. Night. There followed the sounds of rapidly repeating footfalls.
See, the old dog said. It didn't fill in.
I'm sorry. I'll be up kicking dirt all night. Afraid I can't help you. I've got my own job to see to.
Eyeballs, anyone?
Came a call.
Over here, said someone with a Russian accent. One of them, please.
I'll have the other, came an aristocratic voice from the opposite direction.
Either you got a couple of floating ribs or a pair of kidneys?
Down here on the kidneys, came a new voice, and I'm in need of a patella.
What's that?
Knee bone. Oh, no problem. On the way out, we passed a white-bearded, frail-looking man, half a doze, leaning on a spade near the gate. Casual inspection would have had one believe him a sexton out for a bit of night air, but his scent was that of the great detective, hardly drowsing. Someone had obviously spoken too publicly. Jack muffled himself, and we slunk by, shadows amid shadows. Thus was all our work quickly concluded to everyone's satisfaction, save for the tired hound. Such times are rare, such times are fleeting, but always bright when caught, measured, hung, and later regarded in times of adversity, there in the kinder halls of memory, against the flapping of the flames. Forgive me, the new moon, as they say, gives rise to reflection. Time to make my rounds, then some more dragging. And that's the new moon. Hi, JV. I hope you're doing well. Bartering of the horrific variety? Absolutely. Absolutely absurd. 100%. Yeah, that was the watchdog from the first chapter. The one who asked to see Snuff's teeth, and Snuff so casually obliged.
I love the other puppy.
So cute. Absolutely so cute.
Friendly boy.
Friendly boy. You just came in here to make the place pink again.
Well, because it's not spooky anymore, so I can.
It's so pink.
So pink.
It's so pink.
If only Pink Panic was here.
If only Pink was here to panic over the pink panic. All right. Well, that's all we've got for today, folks. So we will be back tomorrow with some more. But for now, I'm going to go deal with this car issue. So love you lots, everyone. Please remember to love yourselves and to love each other. And from Blair and I both,
bye.
Have a good day. See you tomorrow.